The conceptual idea that energy can be recycled is a weird idea. The world has changed. The price of energy has gone to the point where renewables is important, but solar and wind on their own aren't enough, and that not destroying the environment with bad agricultural practices is important. And people are willing to pay more for better food, and they're willing to pay more for cleaner energy. And those price points have made it possible to implement what we've always had in our hearts to do. And my name's John Norwood, and I own Norwood Technologies. The other entity is Enesys, which is R&D. Our philosophy is to improve the way energy is produced and consumed, and also to improve processes involved with growing food, sustainability, reducing discharges, improving the carbon footprint. The big two industries that we're involved in are agriculture and power generation. And look, we see the natural synergies between power generation and agriculture. For instance, the damaging discharges of a power station are carbon dioxide, heat and water, right up into the atmosphere, and that it's no way of using that. And it's just a detrimental environmental problem. When we talk about agriculture and we're putting in systems for greenhouses, what we want in those greenhouses are carbon dioxide, heat and water, the very things that are problematic for the power industry. I think, well, why aren't power generators growing food? Or why aren't farmers creating power? Because those industries feed each other. My engineering background breaks the rules. I'm not just an electrical engineer or a mechanical engineer or a structural engineer. I've got a very broad-based engineering background. I jump between those disciplines very easily. And that also means that I don't fit into a large corporate situation, because large corporates tend to try to pinhole you and say, you know, you're an electrical engineer, that's all you're going to do. I was able to delve into electronics at an early age and pull televisions apart. So I was a bit of a nerdy kid. I like music, I like food, I like cars, and everything could be improved. I could make music louder and better, and I could make cars faster and stronger. So I did that. My father owned a contracting company, and he was also a licensed electrician. So from electrical work through to building low loaders and having tractors and dams and building roads and power systems for farmers, he had a lot of equipment. I think in the past, 50 years ago, people were jack of all trades. A builder did everything. He put in the stumps and he did the carpentry and the plastering and the wiring and the tiles, and he finished the whole job, and it was fantastic. Now everyone's specialised, not just in house building. No one person does the whole job anymore. And from that point of view, something is lost. The ability to be innovative is lost because no one understands the whole job anymore. And it's the same thing with engineering. We've got engineers that don't talk each other's language anymore. Very specialised, very smart in their own way, but as an overview, the innovation is not possible because no one understands the whole show. We need to have people who understand a very broad range of technologies to be innovative. It's a little unusual for such a small company that we provide multidisciplinary engineering capabilities. Over the years we've been running since 1988, we've got partners to provide us with civil, structural, mechanical, electrical, software, chemical engineering, process control engineering. So we can cover the whole gamut of engineering in a large project. The innovative part of what we do is the energy system synergies that we can put together. The CubeLink is a tool that allows us to more easily make these systems talk to each other. In that way, we can minimise massively the amount of cabling. Instead of having 2,000 devices all wired back to a control room, We've put the intelligence in the field. So QBlink has a range of modules, each one in its own right is intelligent in its communications and in its ability to change. For me, leadership is being brave enough to do things differently. To say, look, I know you've been doing things this way for 20 years, but we can do it differently and better. We can go out and change the way food is grown around the world, and I think we can now change the way energy is created. We're on the verge of making a big change.